What happens after COVID-19? Is there going to be another pandemic? Well, antibiotic resistance is a pandemic that's currently ongoing, and it's growing worse every single year.
Bacteria that were once susceptible to antibiotics are quickly developing resistance. We are currently losing the war against these multi-drug resistant bacteria. In the near future, infections that were once easily treatable, like scraped knees, may become deadly.
So, how do bacteria develop and spread resistance?
Generally, antibiotics invade the bacterial cell through gateways called porins. The goal is to gather enough antibiotic forces to bind to their targets. In this case, the target is the synthesis of the bacteria's circular DNA. In small DNA strands called plasmids, bacteria may counterattack by developing resistant genes. There are 3 common types of resistant genes. First, bacteria may increase their offensive by making new enzymes. These enzymes make antibiotics unable to bind to their target. Second, bacteria may produce an efflux pump to suck antibiotics out of their cell. This ensures that the antibiotic cannot gather enough reinforcements to attack. Third, bacteria may modify the antibiotic's target by adding extra defensive mechanisms. These extra defensives make the antibiotic unable to bind properly. Resistant genes spread through either vertical or horizontal gene transfer. Vertical gene transfer is the passage of knowledge from parent bacteria to offspring. Horizontal gene transfer tends to be faster. It's where the resistant genes are shared directly between neighboring bacteria. Conjugation is the most common type of horizontal gene transfer. Through conjugation, bacteria connect through a pathway called a pilus to replicate the resistant plasmid. Transformation is another rarer type of horizontal gene transfer. Through transformation, bacteria gather resistant genes through the naked DNA or corpse of other resistant bacteria.
So what can we do to slow the spread of this pandemic? Some potential strategies include the use of bacteriophages, which are viruses that only attack bacteria, and the development of new vaccines and antibiotics. However, most importantly, we must limit our use of antibiotics to lower bacteria's opportunity to develop resistance. Over the past few decades, antibiotics have been used carelessly. For example, 30 to 50% of prescribed antibiotics are unnecessary. To delay this pandemic, we must only use antibiotics as a last resort. Antibiotic resistance is a growing crisis. However, we can fight back against these superbacteria.